You never told anyone. That one moment in the apartment. You walked down the hallway, and there she was. Out of the corner of your eye. For a fraction of a second. Exactly in her favorite spot. You turned around. Immediately. There was nothing. And you thought, I am imagining this. I am going crazy. You're not going crazy. And soon you will understand why. This deserves a second of silence. Because what you experienced has a name. A real, scientific name. And it doesn't just happen to you, it happens to almost everyone who has truly loved. 68%, almost 7 out of 10 people report exactly this. They see something, they hear something, they feel something. Even though they know, that can't be. She's gone. And yet the feeling is so real that they ask themselves, am I normal? The answer is yes, more than normal, it is human. Scientists call this the sensed presence phenomenon. It was not first discovered in mourners, but in astronauts and mountaineers. People in extreme isolation, people who were alone for months. They all felt the same presence, someone who wasn't actually there. This shows, the phenomenon is not in your grief, it's in your brain. After years of living together, your brain builds an internal model of her. It knows. At this time she sits there. At this window. In this corner. It knows. With these steps she comes towards me. Always. Neuroscientists call this predictive processing. The brain predicts what is to come. And when the expected does not happen, the brain fills it in itself. For a fraction of a second. Just long enough to seem real. It's not a ghost. It's not madness. It's your love memory. And why do you see her precisely out of the corner of your eye? There is a clear reason for that. Your peripheral vision is never switched off. Never. The edges of your field of vision constantly register movement. That's evolutionary biology, not magic. Small, fast, quiet, exactly the movement profile of a cat. And your brain expects this profile. It has expected it every day for years. When it appears, even just as a shadow, as a light reflection, as a brief flicker. Then the brain says for exactly 1 second, that's her. Then reality turns back, and the place is empty. But then there is something else. Something that almost no one says out loud. The sound, the noise that you never expected to miss so much. Your brain knows her purring. Exactly. In every frequency and pitch. After years of nights together, this frequency is stored deep inside you. And when the apartment is quiet, the brain begins to search. In the hum of the refrigerator. In the low buzz of the heater. In the patter of the rain. Suddenly it sounds almost like purring. Almost. You pause. You listen. You know it can't be. And yet, for that one moment, it was as real as before. This is not a sign that you can't let go. This is a sign of how deeply rooted she is in you. Still. And then there is the weight. The weight on the bed. In the middle of the night you wake up. You feel something at your side. This familiar weight, warm, light, exactly in the right place. You reach out your hand, and grasp at nothing. I know the story of Janosch, a small tabby cat who died 6 years ago. His owner said, I still feel him. Every night on the bed. Exactly on my left side. The weight that I know so well. 6 years later. Still. Crazy? No. Her sense of touch has stored Janosch's weight deeply. Nerve cells in the skin remember weight, warmth, texture, long afterwards. The brain fills in the missing piece. That is memory physiology, not madness. And the smell, that is the most powerful of all. Really. The sense of smell is the only sense that leads directly to the amygdala without a detour. directly into the emotional center of your brain, without a break, without a filter. All other senses pass through the thalamus first. The sense of smell does not. That's why it hits you so unprepared. When you open her old bed. When you find a blanket that still smells like her, from a forgotten closet. Suddenly. Without warning. Completely. This is not a step backward in grief. This is the strongest form of memory. The final physical proof. She was really here. She was really real. And then you fall asleep. And then you dream of her. Because that is no coincidence either. Grief studies show. The brain processes loss in sleep. In REM sleep, the people and the animals that we loved most deeply appear. In the beginning, these dreams are often painful. She is there, then suddenly gone. You wake up, you know it, and yet it hurts. Over time, this changes. After weeks, after months. She sleeps peacefully. She purrs. She sits in the sun, just like before. These calm dreams, psychologists see them as a clear sign of healing. The brain begins to integrate the memory, instead of mourning it anew over and over again. And then there is Chico. His story is short, and it stays. His owner said, weeks after his death, she heard him in the kitchen. The clinking at the bowl. This familiar sound that she knew so well. She went there. There was nothing, and she smiled anyway. Because she knew. That is his echo. The last thing that remained of him. And then there is Campina. His owner felt him on the blanket. Weeks after his death, this familiar weight, exactly where Campina always lay. He didn't scream. He didn't cry. He simply reached out his hand. Sometimes that alone is enough. And now let's turn the whole thing completely around. Look at it differently. All these things, the seeing, the hearing, the feeling, the dreaming. They don't arise in everyone. They only arise with real, deep love. The brain does not invest resources in what was unimportant. It doesn't build internal models of someone it wants to forget. These apparitions are not signs of madness, they are proofs of love. Biological, measurable, neural proofs of love. They prove you truly loved, and your brain will know that for a long time to come. Eventually, these moments become rarer. That is normal. That is healing. But they never disappear completely. Not with true love, never completely. And I sometimes wonder, and I ask you the same thing today. In what place in your apartment do you still see her? In which corner? Write it in the comments. The exact place, the exact feeling. Not for me, but so that someone else reads, I am not alone in this. Because sometimes grief doesn't need a conversation. Just someone who knows the same thing.